My Dad Longed to Be in the Theatre by Aldred Chase. My dad longed to be in the theatre on account of his artistic soul, and an amateur group we lived near to chose to give him a starring role. It was a murder mystery tale, and they cast him as the detective. He was breathing, under 50 and male, and the group could not be too selective. Dad talked about character and art, motivation and narrative spines, but what scared him most with the part was he could not remember his lines. With script in hand, Dad never slipped. Every line was perfectly said, but once they had passed from his lips, they had also passed from his head. I was roped into helping my dad, and forced to listen to him recite. We were both slowly driven mad, as we practised all day and all night. But in spite of my dad's sweating blood, the reality was rather grim. His memory just was not that good. I knew his lines better than him. Well, we turned up to opening night, and our family filled the front row. I was praying Dad would do all right, and he'd give it a real red-hot go. Dad strutted the stage like a trooper, and delivered his lines loud and clear. Mum blushed and said, "He looks super," and folk nearby murmured, "Hear, hear." The play rattled along at a pace, as the suspects blustered and blathered, but my dad stayed on top of the case, and at last in the library they gathered. My dad's big moment had arrived. A dramatic silence descended. Just how was the murder contrived? No one spoke as the silence extended. The actors stared wide-eyed with dread, while the audience looked on perplexed. Dad shuffled his feet and turned red. He'd forgotten what line to say next. The tension around us increased, and my dad's discomfort was mine. I wanted to see him released. I stood up and called out his line. But I knew Dad's words off by heart, from all those times that we'd run it. I could not stop after the start. I told the audience who done it. Dad stood on stage, slumped and dejected. "The lad's right," he said, "on my oath. The villain has just been detected. My little lad's done for us both. Now Dad and the theatre have parted, and I don't think he's going to be missed. But my acting career has just started. They have cast me as Oliver Twist."